profiling, when you start telling people that this community has been at it for 8 years, this community is not the right community being in State House, this community hates, dislikes, such words in public, that tells you that this is a system that has failed, a regime that has lost it, attacked health system, crushed it, attacked education system, crushed it, attacked our national budget, crushed it, attacked our manufacturing sector, crushed it. This is a system that is now thriving on whipping emotions along tribal lines. Mm-hmm. And I heard Madam Jane say that what happened in Kirinyaga was for political benefits.
I didn't say for political benefit, I'd say it could be. It could be. Mm.
If it was for political benefits, we would have had Mother Karua and Rigathi Gachagua talk about themselves and their parties and what they are doing. But they spoke about our children who are being abducted. They spoke about the economy that is on its knees. They talked about undelivered promises. Mm-hmm. They never spoke about themselves. And that is why I was comfortable in that meeting. If they started talking about political parties, you know me, I would have said no. But they spoke about the issues Kenyans want to hear because Kenyans are frustrated. And I support my brother David Ocheng has just said it. Why is Rigathi Gachagua all of a sudden becoming very relevant? Why is all of a sudden Rigathi Gachagua being celebrated? Why is he back on our newspapers headline every day? It is because whatever he is talking about now is what Kenyans want said. Nobody is saying that this government is killing our children. Nobody is saying that this government has raped its own economy. Nobody is saying that this government has actually overborrowed and overburdened this country to the next 30 years. We are going to be slaves of its own borrowing.
But there are challenges, Wamuchomba, because when he was in office, he didn't raise some of those issues.
Sorry?
He didn't raise some of those issues. I asked him a question on the Gen Z killings. He had no answer.
You know why he could not speak?
Uh-huh.
Because he was in the cage.
What cage?
The cage that politicians, including all of us, are in.
I'm not in any.
I'm not in any cage.
No,
cages of political patronism.
Mm-hmm.
Cages of being patronized politically. Cages of being called when you're on the floor of the house to be told you must vote this way. Cages of being told...
the deputy president.
That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. He was in that cage. It is a political cage. And every other politician, including the ones seated here, they will face this camera and say they are not in that cage. But I can confess to you that no single vote that happens in Parliament without them receiving a call. Please make sure you vote this way. From the majority leader, from the majority whip, from the State House, they get those calls. We saw them. We saw them during impeachment. We have seen them during finance bills. Some of them go out in public and say, oh, I am not going to pass that finance bill. Hey, and then people clap for them. When they go to Parliament, what do? They turn against their own people.
Yes,
so that is the same cage the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was in. Now he's out of that cage. He can be able to speak. Some of us, let me tell you, we are so conflicted because we are in that cage and we are never comfortable in the cage. Because...
That's a very important point that you...
Yes.
And if that is the case, and I mean, you're here to explain how, why should then Kenyans trust political leaders? If they're going to come and tell us things, we vote for them because we believe in what they're saying. But when they get there, they're going to get into that cage you're referring to.
Exactly. And that is now the revolution that we need to start discussing in this country. Is the political elite, the political class, the right people to advocate for our rights? Look at this, what happens to this lady of Rongai, the lady who went to the minister's office. Why did she have to walk out all the way from Kenyatta National Hospital to the minister's office? Does she have a representation? Has she voted a member of parliament? Has she voted a woman representative? Has she voted a governor? Why did she have to walk to go and tell the minister, hey, SHA systems are down? It is because Kenyans have given up on the political class. And it is time we start the revolution of telling Kenyans, you must not vote Gathoni because she comes in this outfit called UDA or outfit called this.